Alright, here we got our next project. U.S. military World War II machete. Well used. Alright, it's just the way it came here. It's got a pretty beat up handle here. It's all busted up. Leather, looks like they wrapped it in leather. This looks like the original sheath, quite possibly. And blade itself. Alright, we're going to see if we can pull some data off of this. Definitely an imprint. So we're just going to use some general purpose cleaner and a soft brush. Looks like a wire toothbrush. And see what we can pull off of here. See what we got. We could see this has seen some action as a hammer. The way the back of the blade looks. Call it hammer slash maybe tent stake hammer. Yeah, that's what it looks like to me. Definitely metal to metal. Alright, so blade itself is good shape. Not warped. That's nice. Other than this in the back, which I'm actually going to leave. I'm going to leave that patina. Actually just going to clean this and probably lightly blue it. And that's it. Put a new handle on it, of course. Not sure what we're going to do there. I know originally these came with some type of polymer grip. I've seen these before. Even in 45 it was like a polymer grip. Some type of polymer, some type of plastic. So, which is cool because that would make it original. I don't know how hard that would be to get one of those, but not a big fan of any type of polymer, to be honest with you, as far as, you know, antique or vintage items. I'm more of a wood guy. But anyway, yeah. Well, we'll see what we're going to do. Not sure yet. Whatever it is, it should be considered tasteful and period correct. Alright, here we are. We're back from doing some research on the interweb in regards to this machete. As it turns out, this is a Lawrence Wilson and Son machete. Okay, this is what they call the jungle machete. This was built in 1945, as stamped here. Okay, the AF-100 or AF/0100 is like the, I guess you would call that like the mil spec. Yeah, so this was built by Lawrence Wilson and Sons. That was the company out of the UK, under a contract. As far as I could tell, it looks like they had a contract with the U.S. military to build these. Okay, they were into manufacturing. They had a couple different things they were involved in, as far as I could tell. But during this period, during the war period, they were contracted out to build these jungle machetes. Okay, so it's like 23.75 inches long. Not terribly rare. This one seems to be in pretty good condition though, as far as you know, the impression of the, you know, the stamp on the side. Pretty deep, which is a good thing. The blade itself, you could tell the back of it has been used to pound in some type of stakes. I would say probably tent stakes. Alright, so you can see that it was very common to use these to pound in. The blade itself, the front of the blade is in excellent condition. It doesn't have any major dents. A minor one here. You know, so it's pretty straight. Very straight blade. The length of it being not warped or bent at all, which is a good thing. It's like all the original handle holes are here. Should have been 6 as far as I could tell. Oh, that's cool. This did not have the original handle on it. When I obtained it, it had like a replacement handle and some components. Pretty beat up stuff here. And some leather wrapped over it. And then we got a canvas cover or canvas sheath. This appears to be original. I guess we could make an attempt to clean this up somewhat. Yeah. See what we can do with that. There may be some text on here somewhere underneath all this dirt. So we'll see. We'll see what we can find out. All right, so that's it. Because we want to leave the metal patina on here. I don't want to take actually any sandpaper on this at all. I want to leave the patina. I don't want to affect the value of this item, and I don't want to affect the wear. I mean that's what gives this its uniqueness. All right, so basically all we're going to do is we're going to clean up the corrosion, the rust. Okay, and to do that we're going to utilize some Birchwood Casey glue and rust remover. Okay, I've used this on 2 projects so far. Extremely satisfied with the results. So we're gonna try it out with this as well. Okay, so that's been sitting on there for about 3 minutes. What we're going to do for the next couple of minutes is just rub it with some very fine steel wool. Okay. Okay, so 5 minutes has passed, and at this point we're going to utilize some tap water to neutralize the acid. Okay, so we're just going to wipe that down. Okay, as soon as you do that, it actually neutralizes the acidic effect. Okay, so it stops whatever chemical reactions were taking place. I gotta be honest with you, this blade looks incredible. Just one application of Birchwood Casey glue and rust remover. It says here, it removes glue and rust easily and quickly. Just going to dry that off. Wipe up this water. So let's take a look what we have here. We've got after, which is remarkable, and before. Okay, so you can see the heavy rusting, and we wiped this down because it got wet from the doing the other side. We wiped this down, so all the loose rust is off of there. But look at the difference. It's remarkable, actually. It's remarkable. This is exactly what we were looking for, because we don't want to use any abrasives on this metal at all. Okay, so remarkable improvement. Alright, so we're going to do the other side. We're going to get a fresh swab. Never want to reuse the swab, okay, because you'll contaminate your chemicals. So let's go ahead and do the same thing on side 2. Okay, so we let that sit for a couple minutes, and now we are doing side 2. Alright, we're just going to neutralize the acid with tap water. Yeah, it's extremely clean. Extremely. Yeah, that's exactly what I was looking for. So we've got all the patina in there, but we didn't remove any of the metal. It's exactly what we wanted. I think we'll put an edge on this, but that's about it. Then we'll put on a new handle. Got to still decide what we're going to do there. Alright, trying to decide what type of grip to put on this beautiful jungle machete. I want to do something with wood and something that's not factory, because factory grip for that was like a black nylon type of composite, and although that would make it more authentic, I think if I do something that's period, we shouldn't get dinged too much on this. And I want to do something kind of cool. So I'm thinking about going with a grip off of 1911. I think that might be pretty cool. Originally I was thinking about going just with some type of wood grip. You know, make a wood grip for it. Different colors. Then I said it would really be cool to do something off the 1911. So I've got some grips here. I got 3 different types, 3 different styles of 1911 grip, all wood. I love wood, so definitely going to go with a wood grip. So the cool thing about the 1911 grips and this particular machete is that if you reverse the grip, you can get it to fit. And it just covers all of the holes. Okay? Looks pretty cool. So we could do a US, one that's embossed with US. We can do one that's a little lighter in color, checkered. Or we could do the double diamond checkered. Okay. This one doesn't fit as good for some reason. I don't know why. You can see there's a lot of metal exposed with that grip on the belly of the handle. It's kind of strange. See how much is there? If we take even though these are all made for the 1911, if we go with the US grip, very little of the belly is showing. Okay, so we're actually going to use, see about this one. Yeah, it's about the same. What we're going to actually use is we're going to take a piece of billet, a knife billet. And what we're going to do is we're going to cut this in half and then use that like as a spacer, because we're going to use that, we're going to attach that to the factory holes. And then on top of that, we're going to put the actual side cover. Okay, and then we're going to tap some holes into the wood and fix that. I think it'll look pretty cool. I think I'm going to go with the US because, yeah, I just think it looks badass. I think that it just really works well. So, alright, so we made these billets. We took it in half. Billet. We shaped them the same shape as the 1911 grip. Okay, so that's what's going to be attached to the actual. Alright, so we're going to be using easy epoxy. Conap. Easy epoxy. High strength epoxy adhesive and sealant. Alright, so open those up. We're back. 24 hours later, we let the epoxy dry. Not quite 24 hours, but pretty close to it. Clean up this excess epoxy. This excess epoxy before we do anything. Alright, so we got the billets cleaned up nicely. Now we are going to mark the location. We'll let that dry for about an hour. Alright, so we made these bushings, okay, out of brass. Okay, so we can insert these. We'll have something to screw into. Okay. We're gonna glue. Okay, so we got the side panels. We're going to install them now. Boy, I really like the way that looks. I'm just going to hit the handle with a little bit more linseed oil. Now we're going to make a strap, a wrist strap for this. Okay, we got a nice piece of American cowhide here. It's a nice matching color. I think it's okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to put two of the ends together, the two ends together into like a point, and we're going to feed it through. Not for nothing, but I really think that this came out really badass. Okay, yeah, and it goes quite nicely as a set with my 1911. Really looks good. Look at that. What's better than that? Okay, and of course the infamous Colt 1911. Big boy, 45 ACP. Hope you enjoyed this project as much as I did. I really appreciate you watching it, and stay safe out there. And yeah, if you have any questions, any comments, please drop a note. Please subscribe to our channel if you get a chance. That would be awesome as well. And we'll see you on the next one. Take care.